Shortly after assuming office, several forensic audits into government ministries and state agencies were conducted. It was considered part of the new administration's attempt to fight corruption. The audits in some cases fingered many public officials in improprieties. Attorney General and Legal Affairs Minister Basil Williams said that public opinion demanded the recovery of state assets from corrupt public officials and their surrogates.
SARA was conceived with the collaboration of the UN World Bank and a British expert who worked together with the officers of the Attorney General's chambers.
The minister was at the time speaking at the commencement of a public consultation on the draft State Assets Recovery Bill 2016. United States Ambassador to Ghana Perry Holloway noted that it can be agreed that a strong rule of law is necessary for every country to be successful. The ambassador noted that the U.S. government fully supports the concept of a State Assets Recovery Law.
Such a bill will better enable Guyana to deal with corruption, whether it is by past, current, or future perpetrators of corrupt acts against the state and its assets. This law will bring Guyana, once it is consulted and agreed upon, into the 21st century. It will allow it, bring it into alignment, I think, as the Attorney General mentioned, with UN conventions and other international conventions to which Guyana is a party.
The ambassador told too that one can have the best law in the world, but without implementation, it will not be useful. Back in January, there was a 3-day consultation which included civil society, the judiciary, the private sector, and others, aimed at compiling a bill which can serve its rightful purpose for the circumstances of Guyana.
And that bill is a civil, non-conviction based assets recovery bill, which is what you have before you today.
Cecile Dejean, Chief Parliamentary Counsel, gave a brief overview of the draft bill.
Headed by a director who shall be a corporation sole to recover through civil proceedings state property unlawfully acquired by a public official or any other person, to provide for the investigations leading to the granting by the High Court of restraint and civil recovery orders.
The bill makes provision for the tracing and identification of property, whether situated in Guyana or in a foreign state or territory, suspected to be state property obtained or derived directly or indirectly from unlawful conduct involving a public official or any other person, including where such property is held by or for the benefit of third parties. The bill also deals with the preservation of state property. Handel Duncan, HGP Nightly News.